Welcome. Here we are, continuing on our journey of the 49 days of the Omer, traveling through this time, this season of spring, moving through a full 49 days, again, a chunk of time. And that's part of what the practice is. So let's prepare to count this next day. We take some breaths, grounding ourselves in the present moment, as we need to recognize each day on the journey. Putting ourselves in the here and now as we prepare to take the next step. And so we bless. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu al sefirat haomer. Blessed are you, Adonai our God, sovereign spirit of the universe, who brings us holiness with the mitzvot and connects to us with the counting of the Omer. Hayom, 23 yom, shehem 3 shavuot, u'shnei yamim ba'omer. Today is 23 days, which is 3 weeks and 2 days of the Omer. Givurah shebenetzach, a day of strength in a week of perseverance. And again, as you see, we're traveling through that middle week. Through that definition between the beginning of the journey and what comes after. And this week of perseverance is here in this middle of this week, but we're in the middle of it, just like we're in the midst of where we are in this time. And as I spoke of yesterday, part of what I'm grappling with is perseverance is in the Jewish world. How do we persevere as we lose one of the main tenets of what we do, of who we are and how we practice and how we relate, is this feeling of gathering, of connecting. I don't think I ever realized how much of that is part of the practice of Judaism. And so as I'm looking to this week to get me through, to persevere, to bring me out of a place of like, how, why, what, what is, I think this is the first time I actually understand when someone says, I want to go back to the way it was. I've never really a person who looks like that. I'm always kind of like, but it's not that way. This is the way it is. Let's deal. But right now I'm in that place with communal prayer, with losing my community that I've been with for so long, that I've seen through so much. I have this personal, very, tactile connection with, that I get to see, that I get to hug, that I get to hear. And that's not there. And how do we get through? And I've been missing, it's been, as I said, it's been hard. And I'm taking this week to try to kind of get through and see where I can go with that, and move to another side of it. I talk about the hachokma, the turning, the judgment and the compassion. It's another way of tshuva, of turning. How can I turn this grief into something that can, again, move me forward? Once again, the teaching of the Omer as we keep moving forward. And so as we drop strength into this bucket of perseverance this week, I began to see it in two levels. One, I'm actually beginning to realize as I see different communities grapple with the same things, that I realize that the liturgy, the rituals, we have these containers that really hold and support and keep alive the parts of the practice that may be more difficult to recreate or figure out how to do, but that those other containers are there, right? Those other places are there. Those, again, those are in place. The rabbis put that in place for us, just like they took the temple rituals and moved them into this liturgy and these other rituals, and they took them to a step. They're now giving them to us. And we can take these rituals and use them to move forward and maintain what we have. How do we do that? That has yet to be seen. But again, the strength of what those rituals mean to people and that liturgy means to people and how that is giving us a strength to persevere. Watching the different touchstones for people of what they miss and where they go, and having them maybe have an appreciation that they didn't have. I went to 2 different gatherings to enter into Shabbat today. And I watched people really wanting to be with community and to find how we can create our community even as we can't be physically present. And so along with the strength of the rituals and the liturgy and the containers that the rabbis have given us, I will also say that I think the strength of our grief and our mourning for what we don't have also propels us to find through that grief, realize that to come through it, we need to find those new ways to connect. Shabbat Shalom. Have a restful Shabbat. And I'll see you tomorrow.